Bronc, tell me what this is that you got there.
Well,
What
it's
is
just
that?
a half a shoe that you used to put on bullocks when they go lame. You know, come off soft country onto rocks and bloody gorges and that, and they get sore-footed, and you got to throw them, and then put these on, keep more, and they eventually fall off, and the lameness is gone.
So this is for bullocks, for cattle.
Oh,
it's a horseshoe.
Cattle.
Yeah, it's a horseshoe. Yeah.
Bullocks or cows, horses, you put the whole shoe on. That's because the cow's hoof's broken in half, see. They just put whichever side, it might be inside or outside.
So you'd make it on the spot, or would you carry them with you?
Have old worn out shoes but you just carry them all the time because you need them. And little nails.
Like horseshoe nails, but small ones.
Yeah, like plate nails are the best because you haven't got much to work on. No, they're not like horses' foot. They haven't got as much quick as you're right. There's only a little room to put the nails in, so you only use little nails.
Was that when you were droving that you used to do that?
We never used them round here, but they did up in the, where they were longer trips, because it was only short here. But you used to have lame cattle, but they'd have to battle along themselves. I never seen it done here, but they have up in the Gulf up there, where there's cattle who got to travel for a month or 6 weeks on the road or more.
And they'd come off softer country, and then they'd go through some hard country and go lame.
They, falling over mountains and gorges.
Yeah.
That sort of thing, and they'd get lame, go lame.
It makes sense because horses do the same, but you don't think about the cattle going lame.
No, only they don't. You don't get that many. You might get half a dozen and 1,000 head or something.
Like if they were bigger and heavier, they're more likely to.
Probably. And the ones that the other fellows used to chase.
Oh yeah.
Well, they generally bugger them in the legs. It's just a horseshoe broken up.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting seeing someone whacking a shoe on a bullock.
Well, they're on the ground, tip them upside down.
Yeah. Never knew that.
A common thing years ago.
Bullock drays and that, they would have had to have them, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Especially when they're pulling big loads.
Yeah. You had to throw them to put it on, put the shoes on. You wouldn't pick the legs up like a horse.
You'd still have to throw them, wouldn't you? 'Cause
you couldn't. They're not like horse. You don't break them in to pick their feet up.
No, that's right. No.
It's common when we were kids, young fellas growing up.
Yeah.
Still do it around here
They
when I first come in.
Threw their shoes away, them fellas. They kept them, the slippers for that, so they could shoe a bullock.
No waste. You've seen a lot of bullocks pulling the timber.
Yeah, they used to sneak them out
timber
of the
teams.
scrub. They were still doing that when I first came here. They were using bullocks and horses. Yeah, out of the scrubs where you couldn't get a vehicle in.
Okay.
And they were hooking on then and bringing them out. Yeah.
There was here too. Yeah, right.
They were going out, but they still used them in the rough stuff.
Where did they cut the timber around Taroom mostly? Where was the heavy stuff?
Local places, really.
Everywhere, all that spotted gum country.
Yeah.
Anywhere in the forest country, wherever these national forestries are now.
And there used to be sites where they had old sawmills out in the bush.
Around here? Did they do that?
Yeah.
Grandfather, he had horses at Theodore before Theodore when they were building it.
Yeah.
And he carted timber there, him and old Bill, Uncle Bill.
Uncle Bill Bradshaw.
Yeah, he was with him, and he worked over there before. This is when Theodore first started. They carted all the logs in.
100
years
ago.
They would have used a lot of other gum and that along the creeks too. Red gum and all that sort of stuff. They wouldn't have went way out in those hills.
Yeah.
They got the closest stuff around the rivers and creeks. Gum, a lot of gum.
So a lot of those houses around, well, here too, Theodore Taroom would have been built from the timber cut off around
Timber
the
cut
creeks.
off the rivers
Yeah.
and close handy.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know what else they use. Big pine, I suppose.
So there would have been plenty
Yeah.
of cypress.
Like
Yeah. And that lasted, didn't it? Like
Oh.
cypress, the termites don't get into the cypress.
Yeah, still going. Under that house is all cypress pine.
They're big cypress logs right through the house.
Yeah. Squared off
Yep.
with ads. And then they go into the ground, they left round.
One big post.
Yeah.
That'd be old, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Made them square on top, and then that's the post. And then they had bearers that were all about that big, flattened off on one side.
How old do you reckon this house would be?
I don't know, it's older than me. It's
Yeah.
pretty old.
Son.
It's been here ever since I can remember. Oh, Phil Baxter's the first one I remember.
It's a nice house. I like it. It's got great character. And a beautiful garden, Bronc.
Oh, well, that's not my fault.